going right into Webtoon talk and maybe meant to be.
Mhm.
Um, Episode 16 through 18.
Mhm.
We're getting
Some
into this
very
quite a
different
ways.
episodes.
Yeah, yeah, it is. We're
Yeah.
shifting
I
focus a little bit on our characters here.
right, I was gonna say, speaking of, side characters, we get a whole, 2 episodes that are basically devoted to them. Kind of almost 2 and a half, really. Because I
Yeah.
mean, it's their story plus, how it ties in with our main character, Gia. Minchul's,
Hmm.
almost non-existent here,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, I should have wrote down their names here because we have
Sang-Yu
s
Choi, or Sung-Yu,
okay.
so that's the guy, and
Yeah,
then
yeah, yeah, Choi. Yep.
Soo-Yeon, I think is Soo-Yeon So, I think is the manager.
Yeah, Miss So. Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
So and Choi.
Haha.
Mhm.
I definitely just wanna be like, "Yep, called it, called it, called it."
Yeah,
Like,
you were
from the
definitely
very beginning, I was
mhm,
definitely like, "These guys are gonna have a thing, and it's gonna be like an accidental, whoops,
mhm.
we slept together, and, ah, awkward." Like, I knew it, knew it.
I
So,
like
I just
this,
feel vindicated.
I like this aside. I like this separate
Mhm.
story here because it's nice to have a little bit of a break, honestly, from Gia's antics,
Yeah.
um, at this point, so it's a good time to have that, and though it's like, do we n I'm not sure if I'm happy with how these 2 are handling this, but
No.
it's funny and, I'm not because it's fresh, because it's new, because we haven't seen it, it's
Mhm.
entertaining at this point, and
Mhm.
we get to know a little bit more, of Choi's background
Yes.
and, like, how he's been putting on a facade. He's really been, like, pushed in this role, like, people see him in a certain way. It's your sun sign versus your whatever, moon sign or whatever,
Right.
Um, and the elevator scene is good.
Yep. Yeah, no, they've got, all, the classic awkward moments, you know?
Mhm,
It's so great that they went to went to bed together. They have the awkward morning wake up, like, "What do we
mhm.
do?" And then one says nothing and one is like, "Sorry." So it's just,
Yeah,
more
yeah,
like,
and that haunts him. Yeah.
worst responses, nothing and sorry. Um,
Mhm.
and then, yeah, running into each other and being like, "Whoa," like, I can't even say anything else, and then trying to talk to each other in the elevator, and the male guy comes in and is like, "This is a terrible vibe. I hate this vibe."
Yeah.
He's just in the middle, like, "This is terrible." So yeah, they're just like full of, what do we do with this?
Well, I'm
Um,
rooting for these 2.
I am too.
Mhm.
I think they're a lot of fun. And it was fun to see them like, hey, they even have a past together. They were together at university
Yeah.
and they were kind
Mhm.
of different people back then. Um, so that was kind of fun to like play a little rewind and get some background in that sort of like roundabout way, but also sort of develop their relationship in the now. And then, yeah, it kind of led us to this great setup of learning more about Sung Yu Choi, his background, his sisters, their backgrounds, and
Yeah.
then suddenly we got this great pivot to
Mhm.
Gia and her background. And
Flaming
I have
hot
to say,
chicken feet.
I didn't see this coming. I loved this.
No.
This was
Mhm.
great. Like
And then
all of
we
this interlude was like really well timed to give us a break from, like you said, Gia's antics with regard to Minchul, and then like deepen our side characters, and then by extension deepen our main character. Loved
yeah.
it.
So then we have it gives us, like, places we can see this going, where
Mhm.
what made Gia stop being a writer? Like, why is she not
Yeah,
doing this anymore? Why is she not pursuing this? Like, what is did
right.
she always was she always this irresponsible, or did something happen that, like, she stopped working and kind of
Right.
introverted herself and whatever?
Yeah, because we've gotten some hints in the past, like some past panels of the tune where they've, talked about like Gia at 25 employed, and then like, oh, like we really want to talk about, the way I am. It all happened after like this employment, and then, oh, I am the way I am, and it's like this specific age Gia's fault when she's like talking to all the different age level Gias, and having a conference with them. It's like, oh, it's
Mhm.
your fault. So we've gotten like these hints of like, okay, she was gainfully employed. Clearly something happened and it's like catastrophic. And we don't know
Yeah.
if it's like good, bad, like embarrassing, whatever it is, but whatever the thing is, clearly impacted Gia in a huge, huge way.
Yep.
So now we're getting like, okay, she's not just employed, she was a romance writer.
Yeah.
Like, I did not see that coming.
I mean, she doesn't seem like the queen of romance and how to
Well,
manage a relationship.
it's so great the way they introduce it, like, she's like, "Oh, I think I'll try my hand at writing. Oh, wait, I'm,
Yeah.
like, super good." Like, that was sort of, like, in line with Gia's character,
Yeah.
like, that
Mhm.
she wasn't like Sang Yu's sister where, she was like, "Oh, I love writing, it's my passion, and I've always wanted to do it," and, she's clearly dedicated. Gia's just like, "Ah, let me try." Uh,
Yeah.
so, yeah,
And
all of that
d
felt like natural development there.
am I remembering this right? It's like, Choi's middle sister, that's the writer, I think it's his middle one,
I
that,
think
yeah, her hair was dyed the color that Gia's used to be. So it's
yes.
almost like she was looking up to Gia and
Yes.
like emulate because they were both writers then, but Gia hit it big, and so it's kind of like a inspiration or something.
Mhm.
So because now Gia is going blonde, so I just it'd be interesting to see a meetup again if that like rekindles something, or if she's like we see this sort of like looking up to Gia sort of thing, but then it's like, well,
Right,
look what she's become now, you know?
right, or like
Just
if
see
she
her hunched
knows
over smoking again somewhere, you know?
with Minchul eating some raw chicken somewhere.
Yeah. Mhm.
Um, yeah, or it'd be interesting to know if, like, she knows what the thing is or was involved in what the
Yeah.
thing is that, like, kind of seems to have blown up Gia's life, whatever this thing is.
Yep.
So, yeah, yeah,
Yep.
I dig
Well,
it.
we learned a lot. That yeah, they were fun episodes, fun issues, and I think next week we're gonna probably catch up to
Mhm.
uh live. So we're gonna have to then